The President of the Federal Republic and the forces. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The Chief Justice of the Federation, my Lord Justice Olukayode Ariwola, all the state governors here present, our party chairman, Turankin Kefi, your party has won again. Here we land ourselves. So, we will give you the 7th mark on your cheek. For the 7th democracy that you engender. But for the celebration of tonight, we won't do it tonight. To many head of states, all of you here present, brothers and sisters, celebrating with us. I thank you. But I want to say clearly, for us to take away what lesson as Nigerians democracy taught the rest of Africa, if not part of the world. Resiliency, determination, courage, love in diversity. Our tongues and tribes are different. By tomorrow afternoon, My predecessor is heading to Dara on the border of Niger. And I told him, don't worry, you will still get a knock on your door. No matter how short a man is, you will see the sky. I will be able to find you when I need your help. Here is a country that has stumbled a number of times, but we never faltered. We can be squeaky like old mama's car, but we will never break apart. We are just a unique country. That is why the motto was at last. Things are there that we must fight. Yes, corruption, poverty, inconsistencies in policy, and many other problems confronting us. But don't pity me. I asked for the job. I campaigned for it. No excuses. I will live up to the bill. I promise you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
What other promise can be more than that? He will keep these promises and he will do exactly that which he has promised Nigeria. Can we please applaud the president-elect one more time? Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Just as the night is beginning to gather momentum on the program, we will just immediately, in just a bit of another cultural performance for just 3 minutes, the second coming of the national troupe. But this time around, they will be taking us to the southeast with their performance. Ndi Igbo kwenu, Ndi Igbo kwezenu, Ndi Igbo ruonu. Thank you very much. Let's welcome the national troupe with this scintillating performance. FCT landlords, the baggies. Another round of applause for the National Troop of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Please would like to have some quiet in the hall. Your Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, please permit me to stand by the existing protocols. Just day before yesterday, you were at the permanent site for the commissioning of the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies. In the course of that program, the President of the Senate did allude to the fact that in 8 years of your administration, you've assented to most bills since the beginning of the Fourth Republic. I think President Muhammadu Buhari deserves a big round of applause. You have done that not only assenting to bills, you've also done that by the reforms you've brought about by way of infrastructure. And just day before yesterday, Nigerian Air, which a lot of people thought was a mirage, has come to fruition. President Muhammadu Buhari deserves yet another round of applause. Your Excellency, if time were on your hands, I know that the many projects you have at hand to commission, that you have commissioned quite a good number. We're also not in doubt at all that the President-elect will continue with the trajectory, just as you have also done with the promises he has made to Nigeria. May I, at this juncture, tell you, Your Excellency, that your critics will thank you later. Thank you very much for your kind attention. It is at this point in time, therefore, that I have the singular privilege and honor to invite to the podium the 15th President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, to please address us and his guests at this point.
Thank you very much. Please sit down. Thank you. Dear First Lady, my wife, Presidents and heads of government here present, Your Excellency the Vice President and his spouse, President-elect and his spouse, Vice President-elect and his spouse, the President of the Senate, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Chief Justice of the Federation, state governors, members of the National Assembly, members of Federal Executive Council, members of Diplomatic Corps, service chiefs and Inspector General of Police, heads of security and intelligence agencies, captains of industry, religious leaders, traditional rulers, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I have spoken at length on record, and it has been broadcasted this evening and maybe first thing in the morning. I am here to thank you very much, especially the various heads of state in Africa that have come to share this time with us to congratulate Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his wife as the elected president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and his vice president and his wife, who was a two-time governor in his state and managed to come to Senate to rest. I said so because something spectacular happened in our political development. 10 serving governors failed to make it to the Senate. This is unprecedented in Nigerian politics. For a serving governor to fail to win election in his base. But we should look at it positively. It means Nigerians are very much aware of their powers once there is authority that can make sure that their votes count. How can a serving governor who served for 8 years in his state lose in his constituency to go to the Senate? This used to be unprecedented, but it has happened in Nigeria. We are very happy for this achievement. I congratulate you, the governors that are elected, and I congratulate fellow Nigerians who have realized their power, that their votes count. I'm looking forward to tomorrow to fly to my base and go back to my cows and sheep, which are much easier to control than fellow Nigerians. But I have to reduce their number because I cannot save enough to buy them feeds. Your Excellencies, heads of state and governments, and their representatives that come to share this day with us, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much. And I said goodbye to you, and I wish us the best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you. A beautiful farewell speech delivered by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for blessing us with you. On this note, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of tonight's event. Before we go, we're going to be taking the group photograph, and the photo session before the national anthem will go in this order: the President, Vice President, wife of the President, wife of the Vice President, as well as President-elect, wife of the President-elect, Vice President-elect, and wife of the Vice President-elect will take the first order of photograph, and they will be joined by world leaders here present. After then, they will be joined by the Chairman of Transition Committee, the National Chairman of the APC, and the leadership of the National Assembly. They will also be joined afterwards by the governors, led by Governor Lalong, who led also the Presidential Campaign Council, and also the members of the Presidential Campaign Council will take a special photo section to be led by the man that was referred to as the engine room of the PCC, Senator Honorable Faleke, and then we also have members of the diplomatic corps join them. On this note, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, can we rise as we take the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? I've been your host. My name is Princess Attica, and I've been working with the delectable Andy Gabriel. Thank you very much. The group photograph, Your Excellencies. We also want the members of the Inauguration Committee for the PTC, led by Dr. Belgore, to stay behind for group photograph. Thank you very much.
We also must mention Alhaji Aliko Dangote, Chief Femi Otedola, and Abdul Samad Rabiu Alhaji, and as well as Alhaji Aminu Dantata, Jack Richtain, Jim Ovia, Tony Elumelu, to please wait for their own turn to have a photo session with the president, president-elect, vice president-elect, and their wives.
All other captains of industry are expected to join them when it's time. But for now,
this is the first set of group photographs. Can we please, photographers, let's make it snappy, please. The moment the heads of presidents and heads of government and their representatives are done with their own set of photograph